Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Once again, coming at you with another lesson. This is your brother Nawak. I want to entitle this lesson, The Bitcoin Motb Connection. And this Bitcoin is connected to the Motb, which is the mark of the beast, the prophecy that we always bring out through the spirit and power of the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're going to continue to bring this prophecy out. There's been some recent news coming out about this Bitcoin and how eventually it's going to lead to the Motb, and we close. There's too many things happening in the world concerning wars and rumors of wars. It's hot. It's getting hot all over the world. But we know that the Motb, Jacob's trouble, those prophecies are going to come first before those actual missiles are launched, before them thermonuclear missiles are launched. Certain prophecies have to happen before that. And you best believe the Motb is right around the corner. We're very close. And we're going to continue to bring up this prophecy and continue to warn our people not to take the Motb, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID C-hip, that device that they want to put in your hand or in your forehead or in your brain. None of those things is for our people. If you're an Israelite, do not take it. In the times that we're coming into, you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you take that thing. And if you don't have faith in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, in that time, or you confused, you don't know what to do, you're going to end up taking it. And when you take that thing, and our Lord's will, I get that prophecy, the Lord is going to destroy everyone who took it, including you. If you decide that that's what you need to do, you may eat for a moment, but at the end, you through. You're not going to make it. See, it's better to go out trusting in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, than to go against him and take the Motb or do anything against the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. See, we want to get this thing right. See, we want to please, you want to please the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, especially now. We're living in these last days. We're living in the last captivity, and it's a lot going on with this, with the Motb and the Bitcoin. But before I get into this Bitcoin, I want to go into this article that I didn't bring out in the last lesson that I did concerning this new technology, this blind site that Elon Musk and the crew was cooked up in order to be able to hook up to their brain implant. So for people who can't see to see, actually have sight. So before I get into the Bitcoin, I want to go through this article real quick. It's out of newsweek.com. It says, Elon Musk to restore blind person's sight with brain C-hip this year. So that's their goal. They want to get this technology in your head. They want to hook it up to that Neuralink. Like we said, you take that thing, the Lord going to destroy you. So if you're going through anything and you looking, you know what, that chip, I think that thing can help me. Well, the Lord going to destroy you. See, it's not worth it. It says Elon Musk has announced that the new brain C-hip that aims to restore sight to blind people will be used for the first time this year. And like I just brought out in the video I just did, the technology is here. The Lord gave these devils this technology on the left-hand side. It says the Tesla CEO said that the Neuralink, another one of its high-tech companies, planned on implanting its new brain C-hip, blind sight, into a human patient for the first time in late 2025. So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised about these devils and what they're coming up with on the left-hand side with this technology. This is all part of prophecy. See, these devils, they want to be the Most High. They want to be able to track people, control people, monitor people. And when you get this technology all put up in your body, you through. See? It says, Newsweek, contact the Neuralink for more information. Announcement via email. It says why it matters. While Neuralink doesn't have the same recognition as some of Musk's other technologies such as Tesla and SpaceX, it has continued to work quietly on one of Musk's most important technologies, brain chips, brain CHIPs. See? As we always bring out, you don't want to take that thing. All of that technology is not for us Israelites. It says the company has already conducted animal tests and has been proceeding with clinical trials since 2024. Musk's announcement is that the first major step towards widespread Neuralink rollout. Like I said, this devil, he said he want to put that Neuralink in millions of people's brains. That's what he wants to do. It says what to know. During an event in Wisconsin, Musk announced that the animal trials for blindsight and Neuralink chip, CHIP, could potentially restore full sight to some people or to someone who is completely blind. It says had been successful, and that monkeys with the implant were healthy. Musk said the animal trials and monkeys had showed great promise. And hey, the monkeys, I guess they couldn't do nothing about it. You know, hey, this stuff is not supposed to be put inside. This technology is not supposed to be put inside your body. It says, we're hoping later this year to do our own first device implant for human, enabling someone who is completely blind to see. Transhumanism, basically. It says, it will be a low res at first, so I want to set the expectations accordingly. It will start off as low res, but over time, I think eventually the implant will enable vision that is superhuman. So that'll be really cool. So yeah, that's what these devils think. I'm not gonna read anymore. This is what they into. This technology was designed on the left-hand side. With this technology, you get this stuff put up in you, they can track you, they can monitor you, they can control you. See? And you're not with the Most High. Basically, you made your choice. You chose to be with this devil and this system. You didn't choose to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Therefore, you're going to be hooked up. See? Now, you're going to be destroyed by the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Now, this article right here that I want to bring out, it's concerning this Bitcoin. This just recently came out. It says, CEO of BlackRock says Bitcoin may replace the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency because of national debt. As if we surprised. We've been telling you all along, these devils are making moves. These tariffs by DJ Trump and every other thing that they're doing is all about crashing this system. They through with this paper dollar system. See, with these FRNs, this paper money, you can do things under the table. You can make deals. You can do all kinds of transactions. Nobody can track it. See, a lot of things can't be tracked with these dollar bills. But if you get this technology up in you, this RFID CHIP or this brain CHIP up in you, they can monitor you. They could track you. Everything could be, everything is linked up to the computer. They'll know exactly what you're doing. They'll know exactly what you're buying. They'll be able to control what you can buy, when you can buy, how much you can buy. All of the you basically a slave. You basically you under their full control. They can cut it off. See, they can reduce the amount of money or credits or whatever they want to call it is on your CHIP. All of that can be controlled through these devils. Now I want to continue to read in this article, but I want to show here how it's not just in the end time news. It's on Fortune Fortune.com, Yahoo Finance. So this is a top story. It's like I said, this is not just on End Time News. This is a legit story, but this is the BlackRock guy talking about. It says, I'm gonna read it again. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has joined the chorus of voices warning that the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status is at risk. Unlike most, however, he has gone one step further, suggesting a likely replacement, Bitcoin. As we've been telling you all along, those CBDCs. See, Trump, I want to get into that. Trump, he knew that people didn't like that, didn't want that. So what they had a backup plan. They already had this stuff planned out. See, people didn't want to do the CBDCs, the digital currency. So they said, well, we do Bitcoin. It's all digital though. It's all digital. Let's go back, and then we can go forward. This is out of BitcoinMagazine.com. This was back when Trump signed the executive order. It says President Trump signs executive order to ban central bank digital currency. See that? See, people were against that. So, hey, they went to the backup plan, and that's the Bitcoin. Or it might have been the first plan. Who knows? But all I know is whether it's a central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, or Bitcoin, it's all digital. It says the president has also signed a working group to assess the creation of strategic Bitcoin stockpile. It says today, the U.S. President Trump signed an executive order related to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency titled Strengthening American Leadership in Digital, see that? Digital Financial Technology. It's all going to be linked to that RFID C-HIP or that brain C-HIP. It's going to be all linked together. You're not going to be able to buy or sell without that technology in you. See? And like I said, we don't have nothing to do with that. It says this EO officially banned the creation and issuance of a central bank digital currency, CBDC, in the United States, defining a CBDC as a form of digital money or monetary value. What is this? Denominated in the national unit of account that is a direct liability of the central bank. See? All of these things these devils are doing, they trying to appease and say, hey, we're not gonna have CBDC. See, you didn't want that, but we gonna do the Bitcoin. Hey, these devils is slick, but they not that slick. See, the Lord, he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So we understand what these devils is doing. See, all of these prophecies have been revealed to the prophets. That's how we tell you of what this technology is and how it is the Motb, and don't take it. It says, except to the extent required by law, agencies hereby prohibited from undertaking any action to establish, issue, or promote CBDCs within the jurisdiction of the United States or abroad. It says an order announced, except the extent required by law and ongoing plans or initiatives at any agency related to the creation of the CBDC within the jurisdiction of the United States shall be immediately terminated, and no further actions may be taken to develop or implement such plans or initiatives. So yeah, he got the executive order here. He X'd out the CBDCs, but hey, bring on the Bitcoin. It's all digital. It's all digital. The EO defines the term digital asset as any digital representation of value that is recorded on a distributed ledger. It says which would include cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, digital tokens, and stable coins. The stockpile is expected to include or to be fully in Bitcoin. Last summer, the Bitcoin 2024 conference in Nashville, Donald Trump pledged to create a national strategic Bitcoin stockpile using Bitcoin already held by the government, obtained from hacks and seizures. According to the Arkham intelligence data, the U.S. currently holds 198,109 Bitcoin worth over 20.1 billion. So there it is. Breaking: Donald Trump pledges to never sell Bitcoin and to hold it as a strategic reserve asset if elected. So yeah, so this is what they're doing. They're using Bitcoin. Bitcoin is also digital. It's all digital. It's going to be linked up to these banks. And it's going to ultimately be linked up to the RFID CHIP, which is the mark of the beast. Now let's get this next article, and then I want to get into some scriptures. Let's get this main article here. Like I said, this just came out. It says out of Endtime Headline News.org, and like I said, it's in the other. It's on other news media outlets too. It says CEO of BlackRock says Bitcoin may replace the dollar, the U.S. dollar, as the world's reserve currency because of national debt. You see it is. You see these devils they're already planning this stuff. It's already linked up. No CBDCs. Okay, we got Bitcoin. And now you get this CEO of this major company, BlackRock, saying that the Bitcoin may replace the U.S. dollar. You see this? We've been telling you over and over that these paper dollars are getting ready to go away. This old system is gone. It's just dead. This thing is not coming back. It's not going to be strengthened. It's not going to be reinforced. It's going to be done away with. They're finna do away with the dollar. It's gone. They're going digital, and they're going to be using this Bitcoin. It says opinion in a statement that sent ripples through the financial markets and cryptocurrencies alike. Larry Fink, the influential CEO of BlackRock, has reportedly suggested that Bitcoin could replace the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency due to escalating national debt. This provocative assertion has sparked widespread discussion, drawing attention from major news outlets and igniting debates about the future of global finance. For people out there, you think these devils gonna keep this dollar going? You don't know what the hell going on. You lost. It says, according to Fortune, Fink pointed to the United States ballooning national debt, currently exceeding $34 trillion, as a critical factor undermining confidence in the dollar. This is already you should have seen the handwriting on the wall years ago. This is where it's all been leading to, crashing the dollar out and to coming up with this new digital system. And like I said, they're going to be using Bitcoin. And I believe that's pretty much all I want to read into this. But yeah, these devils, they already got these plans. They already got these plans. And like I said, this article was in a few different places. It's in Fortune, it's in Yahoo. And so this is big news right here. This is one step closer to the Motb. One step closer. This is double right here. See? The guys like him, he's in the know. He know what's going on. This is he not speculating. See? He's not speculating. They know. It's going digital. The dollar is dead. Paper dollars are gone. Now from there, let's get into these scriptures. Let's start out here in the book of Ephesians. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. See, circumspectly, you should be looking all around, 360 degrees. You should be looking everywhere. If you out here and you got tunnel vision, you only focus on one thing, You're just only your job, or just only your spouse, or just only your kid. You ain't even looking around. You don't know what the hell going on. That's not the way to do this thing. There's so much going on in the world right now. You need to know you need to be informed. See? You need to be walking circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Hey, you don't want to do this. You don't care about what's going on. You don't care about the wars and rumors of wars, the earthquakes in diverse places. You're not thinking about none of these major things that are happening in the world. You're just ignoring it, right? You just keep on doing that because basically you being a fool. You're being foolish. See? These things, the Lord is giving us the insight to understand that the things happening in the world today is linked up to the prophecies. And it's telling us that we're in the last days. See? The prudent man foreseeth the evil. See? But the simple pass on and are punished, roughly paraphrasing. You want to be simple, you want to be a fool, you want to ignore these prophecies. You don't think you need to get this truth? Or for all of our people who don't want to hear this truth, they want to continue on doing what they do. Hey, let them be a fool. Because, hey, it's better to know what's coming before it happens than to be blindsided, so to speak. See? That's why the Lord set up his prophecies to warn the people of the things that are about to happen before they happen. All the rest of our people, they don't want to know. When it hit them, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. This is the book of Revelation. Let's get to prophecy. Chapter 13 and verse 16, straight to the point. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we've been telling you this mark, and I want to go into that word, charagma. That's talking about that RFID C-hip or that brain C-hip. See? That technology is going to be hooked up to this digital system. It's going to be linked up to this Bitcoin. It's all working together. And that he is talking about these devils who's ruling. They're set up in power right now. They're the ones that want this system to be put in place. But hey, it's the Lord behind the scenes. He set this thing up in the first place. He putting it on these devils' spirit to push this Motb to get this thing put out. And it's only a matter of time where you're going to see the Motb come on the scene full scale. And then it's going to be made mandatory. Verse 17, and that no man might buy nor sell, save he that had the mark, see, which is the RFID C-hip, the name of the beast or the number of his name. You think that you're going to get away from what the Lord is going to do to you if you take this thing. You basically saying you with this devil, you with his system, you down with this beast system, you down with everything this devil is planning, you with him. So if you with him and the Lord getting ready to destroy him, you got to go with him. Basically, the Lord finna take you out. The Lord is coming for the believers. He's coming for the ones, the faithful, the one that trust in him, the one that believe in him, the ones that the Lord has set up from the foundation of the world. He's coming for his elect. See, that's why, hey, all of our people is not set up to not take this mark. See, the ones who take this mark, and I'm going to get the word real quick, which is I believe I got it pulled up, charagma.
Strong's G, 5480, charagma.
Charagma. See, we always tell our people, this is a very important prophecy, and it has nothing to do with a picture of Caesar Borgia sleeping with white women and embargo. It's not sin, but it is a sin. It is a sin. You take this thing, the Lord going to destroy you. He said don't take it. See? But it's not sin. It's an actual physical mark. The RFID C-hip. It says a stamp or imprinted mark. See? What they got to do with a picture of Caesar Borgia or embargo or sleeping with white women and all that madness. All of those things that these different camps is teaching these different leaders, they're going to lead a lot of our people basically to be destroyed. And they're going to be destroyed right along with them. The scriptures say the deceived and the deceiver are his. So the Lord set you up. Ultimately, if you believe in these leaders and you go ahead and you take it, just like you had you had different people in these camps, leadership out here ISUBK talking about go ahead and take it, talking about the JAB, see, the juice, see, you had different leaders out here telling our people to go ahead and trust this devil. The scriptures say never trust thine enemy, which doesn't make any sense for anybody who said, I'm going to do it anyway. And you go ahead. Most likely you're going to take this Motb too. It says of a mark stamped in the forehead or in the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. It says a mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, a sculpture, a graven work. So you're talking about something that's physical. You can't get around this. The mark is not talking about something spiritual. The mark is not talking about it's sin. The mark is not talking about it's an embargo, sleeping with white women, all this madness. A picture of Caesar Borgia, a picture of Jesus. All of these are lies. That's not what the mark is. The mark is the RFID C-hip or that brain C-hip. That technology is going to be linked up to this digital system, ultimately with this Bitcoin. Now let me get the next word here, root word of charagma, which is charax.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Charax. It says a pale or stake or palisade. A palisade or rampart. So basically something with a point on it. See, how else is they going to get it in your body other than the fact that they're going to have to pierce it? See? Let me pull this up real quick. I'm going to show you that the scriptures are right on point. See, there it is right there. See, that's a type of device that they want to be able to use to get that RFID C-hip put in you. See how it has a point? See, that's exactly what the scriptures is telling you. That's exactly what the scriptures is telling you. It says a pale or stake or palisade, and that's has a point on it. You should know that. All of these things are lining up perfectly with the word of the Lord. So anybody out there telling you that it's anything other than the RFID C-hip, run, get away from them. They are not teaching you the truth. See, people like that is set up to basically lead people astray. All of them fake, phony, false prophets out there, they set up to basically condemn our people who are not of the elect. They're set up to take it ultimately. Let's get this last root word here, which is grapho.
Strong's G 1125. Grapho. Grapho.
It says grapho. To write with reference to form letters, to delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment, or paper, other material. This is talking about the data that's going to be in that C-hip. See, that RFID C-hip is going to have certain data written in it. It's going to be basically the information about you. That's when you get that thing, you scan that thing to be able to buy or sell with it, they're going to be able to know it's you immediately. It's going to be linked into their system. They're going to be able to turn it on, turn it off when they want, add or take away money out of your account, so to speak. They're going to be able to manipulate that thing fully. Certain things you won't be able to even buy, or certain amounts of things you won't be able to buy. You're going to have limits. They're going to be able to control what you can buy, when you can buy, how much you can buy. Basically, they're going to know everything. Everything you're doing. See? That ain't no way to live. You might as well trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See? Because he set this thing up in the first place. This is the Lord's test. Either you're going to take it or you're not. An express of written characters. See, as you can see, this is talking about the data that's going to be in that chip. So as you can see, everything lines up perfectly. Everything lines up perfectly. That's how we know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that the RFID C-hip or the brain C-hip is talking about that mark. Now from there, let's get this in Revelation, because like I said, the Lord gonna jack you up. You take this thing. You gonna be burnt up. You're gonna be tormented. Let me get the scripture. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man, any Israelite, any man or woman, you take any man, worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, and we already know what that is, in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. You do not want the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. We're going to pour out maximum anger. See? Into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger is going to be poured out on all the people who took it. Specifically you Jakes. It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. And Lord, he controls everything. He controlling everything. See? He controlling all the elements. If he wants you to be tormented in that fire, he can make a second seem like a minute seem like 5 minutes. You best believe this prophecy is going to come to pass, and that's why you should heed this word. Do not take this thing. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahushua. See? That's a terrible way to go. That's why we push this thing. We're going to continue to push to the spirit and power of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the apostles and the elders of GMS on down, and all the affiliates and like-minded brothers. We're going to continue to push this word. We're going to tell you about the Motb. Don't take it. We're going to tell you what it is. You're going to receive the 100% truth, especially in the times that we're living in now. Hey, it's late. It's real late now in the game. And you still out there believing all of these false prophets. They're not teaching you about what it is. And you literally going to be destroyed by the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You better not be confused when that thing comes out, because if you're confused, most likely you're going to take it. This is the book of Revelation. Let's close out here in the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, you kept the testimony of Yahushua. You've kept the word. You believed. See? You didn't waver. You stood strong. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And the hour of temptation is talking about the time when that RFID C-hip or the brain C-hip is fully implemented and made mandatory. That's the hour of temptation. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see that? This thing is a worldwide major prophecy. It's going to affect the entire world. You think this prophecy does not need to be pushed? You think this prophecy does not need to be taught over and over? Because you know you got some of our people out there, only thing they talk about is Jacob's trouble and the Motb, and you talk about the same things. These prophecies are very, very important. See? The scriptures say, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. That's why you need to hear this word over and over and over. You need your faith built up. You need to be solid in the times that these prophecies are going to hit. Any one of you out here, you ain't sure, you wavering, you don't know what, you're not positive on anything, you're going to be destroyed. You got to be solid on this thing. You got to be it's a no doubter. And a lot of our people, they're going to be confused. They're going to be trying to go to their leaders for leadership. Some of the people I know, you got false teachers out there. They're going to be saying, yeah, it's cool. It's all right. You should do it. You got to eat. Your family got to eat. And then the Lord going to destroy you. See? Scriptures talk about trusting in man instead of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You got to trust in the Lord. Trust in the man, you get yourself destroyed out here. Verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly. Hold fast that which thou hast. Hold on. Hold on. Continue to hold on to this truth. Continue to hold on, believing in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Continue to hold on, trusting in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That no man take that crown. See, we at the end of this thing. We at the end. Like I said, this devil's coming out with this new technology. See? These different C-hips to make people see. People be able to move stuff with their brains. All of this left-hand side technology. That's all prophecy. But it ain't for us as Israelites. It's not for us. You got a leader out there that's not teaching you exactly what it is, and they're not pushing the Motb, then I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're still there. Because this is coming down to who's going to make it, who's going to be delivered up on those chariots whom people ignorantly call UFOs, and who's going to be burnt up down here, tormented in that fire and brimstone, and that thermonuclear destruction, and the lasers, see, concentrated laser beams of fire coming off the chariots. See, you're going to be burnt up in the presence of the angels and in the presence of the holy Lamb, which is Yahushua. So, hey, this word is coming to an end. This word, if the Lord is not going to keep, one day you're not going to be able to click on these videos. Hey, this is the time. And we getting closer and closer. As we see these things coming out, we getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. And we hasten in the day of the coming of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua. And with that, I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been the Bitcoin Motb connection. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.